Welcome to Get More Happy. We invite you to journey with us as we find ways, big and small, to get more happy in your life.
Hi, everyone.
You're falling off the bed.
How are you today? I'm Elena.
And Jessie. And this is our podcast.
We are, it's Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they see this, it will be just like 2 days before Thanksgiving.
Aww.
And so today we're going to talk about having an attitude of gratitude. So the way things have been going lately, either you might be getting together with family. Some people are still doing big family get-togethers.
Mm-hmm.
And so you might have some family members that are a little harder for you to interact with than others, right? You might be doing a really, really small Thanksgiving with the people you have been with every day. And they might be getting a little bit on your nerves.
Or you could be having a very strange, socially distanced, mask-wearing Thanksgiving that, I want to use the phrase cramp your mood.
Yeah.
But,
or you might be alone.
Yeah.
You know. So, I find that in times that I am not feeling especially grateful, that really the number one thing I can do is to start thinking of things that I'm grateful for. So when it is a person, I start thinking of all the things they do that I like, all the ways that they enhance my life. Some of you, it might be you're grateful that you are not like them. You know, I mean, that's a possibility,
Yeah.
right? But you might also be like, okay, well, I'm enduring this and I'm going to be on my best behavior because there are other people there that I do love and don't want to ruin the whole day for. So remembering why you're interacting with these people and remembering the things that you love about them is a huge deal.
Yeah.
I find that when I start getting a little bit down that rabbit hole, that sometimes it may take a few days, but starting to write things that you're grateful for. And it doesn't have to be about a person. Again, we talked about how you might be alone.
Right.
You know,
could be grateful for waking up in the morning.
Exactly. And it's funny because whenever I do a journal, usually the first few days, I'm thankful that the sky was blue today. It was pretty. You know?
It's good.
Hey. So, and then I personally, and I say I have a journal, but I don't really have a journal. I don't write it down. People do, though.
You write it down in your head.
I do write it down in my head.
Sometimes a sticky note.
So, which is funny because I like lists. I like writing lists.
Maybe you should start writing lists.
I have been.
We'll start writing grateful lists.
Okay. Yeah. So what I like to do when I get in the habit of doing it is when I go to bed, listing at least 3 things that I'm grateful for that happened that day. But I take it a step further.
Ooh.
I then think about 3 things I want to be grateful for the next day.
I like that.
Oh, I was going to say you didn't
No,
react. I was waiting for you to react.
I like that.
And then there was this blank look. You were talking?
I was listening. I was absorbing. Yeah. One thing that I always... I had heard this quote a little while ago, and whenever I'm talking about situations where we're like, I'm grateful for this or that or the other, I always like to bring this quote up because I think it's really, really cool. And it says, in a list of things that you are grateful for, how long will it take for you to say yourself?
Yeah, I love that one.
Because as you were saying, like when you first start writing a grateful list, it's like, okay, I'm thankful for my friends and my family.
Sometimes.
And my dog. And
always
my
the dog.
Cat. Always the dog.
The friends and family are
And I'm thankful, you know.
You're not even... My gosh, you are not reacting to me at all today.
Sorry. What was the thing that you said?
I said, well, maybe not the family all the time.
Okay, well.
It was supposed to be funny. You just made it awkward.
Well, I am grateful for my family all the time, even when
Oh,
they are bugging
suck
me.
up. Suck up.
So wouldn't you say the same?
Yes, of course.
I know.
So you want to hear something funny that I'm just going to tell family secrets now?
I love it.
Okay.
On the internet.
Why not? And I mean, it's not really a secret because you know what happened.
Okay.
So you guys were at well, I would have to say your sister was always at her most well-behaved and helpful when you were in trouble.
I know.
Because you would get in trouble and then all of a sudden she'd be an angel.
She'd say, Mom, do you need help doing cooking? And did you want me to sweep the floor? I don't know why she suddenly had that accent, but
yeah,
she did.
Yeah.
Although it's completely off topic, but I remember when she would get in trouble, I couldn't stop laughing. And then I'd have to be very careful to contain my laughter so that I wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for moments like that. There we go.
Ah, nice. So, last week Dad did something that made me mad.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was really mad. And I was really mad. And
like flames
coming out of my ears. The side of my head.
Yeah.
And then I started remembering all the things that I was mad at him about last week.
Forever.
And the week before, and a year ago, and a couple of months he did.
It's my like King Kong Godzilla.
Yeah, exactly.
Hulk kind of thing.
And so, I mean, that is one way to handle things. You start getting mad at people, and then you're mad.
Continue to get mad.
And then you remember all the things that they have done to wrong you, you know?
Yeah.
And so I went to work the next day, and I had 2 classes. And my first class, I was like, and then he did this, and he did this. And I was like, we're going to exercise now. And I got all my, actually it was a kickboxing day. Huh. And then my second class, I started off and I'm like, and he did this. And then I was like, oh. And then I started telling stories of all the way I am a pampered princess.
How sweet he is.
Yeah.
This reminds me of something Gabe and I do. Like when I get, it's more like, it's less mad and it's more stressed out. Like when I get really stressed out and overwhelmed and I'm like ramping myself up.
Oh. I said annoyed, not annoying.
Thank you. When I get really stressed out, I like start thinking of like all of the things that could go wrong, and I like start freaking myself out. And I tell me like good things, tell me things that are good. And then it's really sweet because we're getting married. So his first one's always, well, we're getting married, and you know that always helps me get out of like my stressed out zone and like tells me more nice things. And
I think that's so extremely sweet. Talk to me when you've hit 26 years. Although Gabe can be very sweet.
And Dad is still sweet.
Dad is sweet. Dad is not as observant.
Well, if you said tell me nice things, then he would tell you nice things.
No, Dad would go,
But he is wonderful.
He has many, many sweet, wonderful qualities.
And the great thing about Dad is that he shows you that he cares.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He does chores. He's always like, one of the things he does is like, if my behind sits the chair and I'm like, oh, dang it, I forgot my water. He'll pop up and run downstairs and get water for me. Yeah.
He's very sweet. Dad.
So try to think about the people you're going to be interacting with or not interacting with. You know, I mean, again, you could be having a quiet Thanksgiving, and that's fine too. Mm-hmm. But here's the point. The word is Thanksgiving. It's not big feast.
Yeah.
And really it is about being grateful.
Yeah.
And having that attitude of gratitude. It's not about a big feast and a party and all these people. It's about giving thanks for the things that you have in your life and that are going right. And what you focus on grows. And I've said a million times, you can have the absolute best day of your life and point out everything that went wrong in the day, or you could have the absolute worst day of your life and point out the things that went right. So the choice is yours. So go ahead and be grateful.
The choice is yours.
Bye. Have a happy day.